think one of the best things about becoming a young adult is getting your driver's license. A driver's license means you can drive by yourself with no parents while listening to Cali Pamu Pamu as loud as you want while eating a Mexican lollipop and wearing some rad-ass shades. Little did I know, when I first got my license, that would all go to shite really quickly. See, once you get your license, your friends will eventually find out, whether you tell them or not. At that point, you become everyone's personal chauffeur.
Oh, Josephine, I heard you can officially drive now.
Yeah, it's great. Got my license, my League of Legends lanyard, my Swiss Army knife keychain, and my keys.
Cool. So, hey, I was wondering...
And this is where it friggin' starts, people. You're trapped. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Take this because it's not safe to go alone. There are some specific things I hate about being able to drive. One of the common issues is when your friends make dumbass excuses that imply that they'd like to have me drive them somewhere. It usually goes like, "Hey buddy, how's it going? I liked your Facebook post yesterday, that was really funny." Notice how they try to soften you up by giving you a bullshit marshmallow remark. I didn't even post anything remotely funny. I was legit bummed out that my Tamagotchi died, you dick. Yeah, so listen. My mom asked me to get groceries for her, and I usually take my dad's truck, but my dad swerved his truck into a tree, and then a beehive fell out of the tree, and bees started to swarm into my dad's truck window, so we got out. And since my dad's allergic to bees, he needed to go to the hospital, and when the ambulance came for him, it accidentally crashed into the back of my dad's truck after losing control on the wet asphalt. And it was wet because my neighbors were hosing down their dirty grandpa in their front yard, so now I have no car to go to the grocery store with and get my mom some mixed vegetables and chicken for her pot pies. So, can you drive me to the store? Along with driving your ass places, I don't really appreciate when you bring uninvited guests when I say I would drive somewhere. This has happened to me a couple of times actually. Let's say I agree to driving to the mall, and I'm expecting only one person to pick up. So, when I roll up to your house, I shouldn't see Jimbo, Jambo, Mambo, and Rambo behind you. Oh, I hope you don't mind. Which I do. But I brought a few friends. And then they try to reinforce their reason for bringing uninvited friends so they can avoid looking like a douchebag. I thought it would be way more fun with just a couple more people, you know? No, dude, I don't know. In reality, just a couple more means more bodies I have responsibility over. And is that dude even part of our age group? Lastly, there's the problem of food inside the car, which has to be the most aggravating thing about driving with others. You're having a great time with your friend or friends, you guys get hungry and decide to go to a fast food restaurant or something, get a couple burgers and some fries, bring it back to the car, and make your way on home. You would expect your friends to have some goddamn common courtesy and refrain from eating until they get dropped off at their house. But nah. As you hear the crinkling cellophane packages opening and the sound of a paper bag crumpling, you turn around and see that your friends have disrespected you in your vehicle as crumbs hit the floor that you've just vacuumed that morning, soda droplets make it onto the windows you've just wiped, and sauce from whatever the fuck your friend is eating gets onto the car seats that you've just detailed. Nothing in the entire universe makes me want to drive a fork into one's urethra more than this. Many of you who own licenses and drive your own car may or may not have had the same experiences that I did, and for those of you planning on getting a license soon, I'm just warning you now. Be sure that you can tell the difference between occasional favors and taking advantage. One of these will turn you into a personal chauffeur, and that ain't cool, bitch. That ain't cool.